your local school news. With Christ at the center, this is KDET-TV.
Hello, and welcome to KDET-TV. We're your hosts, Dana Masasu
and Jasmine Heaven. On today's show, we'll hear about Concordia's About Step campaign, Service Day, the Red Cross Blood Drive, and more. Now for some school announcements.
Concordia boys and girls cross country shined at the SAC championships. The cadets swept individual and team titles in the boys and girls races. In the boys race, Hunter Painting paced the way with a time of 16:03.7. The cadets cruised to a team title with Northrop finishing as conference runner-up. In the girls race, Mallory Weller crossed the finish line with a time of 17:39.6. Weller's younger sister, Daphne, finished second with a time of 17:51.9. Meanwhile, the rest of the cadets earned a team title over runner-up Bishop Dwenger. Congrats to the cadets.
And congratulations to our 2025 National Honor Society officers. The president is Mackenzie Bowen, Vice President Quinn Strick, Secretary is Lexi Spreen, and the treasurer is Keaton Gass. For our first story, we spoke with Concordia's Chief Advancement Officer, Mr. Kono, about the changes coming to Concordia's with the Abode Step campaign.
Well, we need these changes because it's been over 2 decades since we've done any major facility upgrades or renovations to our campus. And so we are adding a new 3-story academic wing on the rear side of the property. We are closing off the alley in between the 2 buildings. That will add 50,000 square feet of additional educational space. And it will reduce the number of entry points into the school from 14 down to about 5. And the one that I'm most excited about is the renovation of the chapel auditorium so that we can provide an excellent space for us to worship in and for our performing arts programs. You can get involved by either calling me directly here at the high school, 483-1102, extension 251, or you could go to the landing page, which is cadetsboldstep.org. And that will give you a very high-level detail on the fundraising efforts thus far, which we have achieved $22 million. God has blessed us in amazing ways, and He continues to do so. We have about another $12 million more to go until we can say that we've achieved our fundraising goals for these projects. We're going to have a much safer and secure campus, along with the additions that I told you about. We're also moving the main office up to the front of the school, so we are going to have a secure vestibule that people have to come in during the school day and then talk to a live person before they have access to the building. Obviously, the educational spaces are going to be state-of-the-art, and it's going to reflect the educational excellence that you guys are used to when it comes to your curriculum. And most importantly, our chapel auditorium. It's where we worship. And each and every week we gather there and praise the Lord, and that space will reflect the excellence that it really deserves, for not only for our worship, but for our fine arts department. Our drama performances, band and choir concerts, we would like to bring them back into the building, and I cannot wait for that day to happen.
Construction has already begun at Concordia, and with it comes some changes to parking. Let's hear from Mr. Brockman on those changes.
With construction here, we started kind of phase 1 in the academic part of the building. And so what that's done is it's closed off the back lot for us, so Cadet Drive, and that kind of became ground zero for construction. So you notice all the construction buildings are set back there in material and machinery. So there's no parking along the river or backside of the academic building. And so we've had to move everything up front.
More than 50 of our high school's koinonia groups spread out across the Fort Wayne area for Service Day, lending a hand to over 35 local nonprofits. Let's hear now from a few of the students who served.
For Concordia Service Day, our group went to Camp Luther Haven. We helped them with a variety of tasks that they needed done, such as weed eating, organizing, and fixing parts on the playground. It felt good to serve others and to know that we were making an impact. The Luther Haven staff was very grateful that we came up and everybody had a good time helping. My group plans to go back there next year.
Next, let's hear from Mrs. Beverly about our recent Red Cross blood drive.
2 times a year, our National Honor Society sponsors a blood drive, one in the fall and one in the spring. And basically the Red Cross comes in, they do all the hard work, and the student donors, they do the real work. But yeah, we are a host site for them. We try to get anywhere from 40 to 50 students signed up. And typically from that, we get maybe 20 or 25 really good units of blood. Each donor tries to give 1 pint of blood. And what's really cool is 1 pint can save up to 3 lives. So, you know, the Red Cross always needs donations. Right now, they're at actually a historical kind of low for the amount of blood they have. So they're really reaching out and asking anybody who's able, ages 16 and up, to give, because, you know, any of us could have an accident and be the person who needs the blood. So it's just really important that it's available.
Today's final segment is an interview with this episode's featured teacher, Mr. Lazel.
This is my 7th year at Concordia teaching. I originally wasn't going to be a teacher. I was applying for medical school to be a doctor, but after not getting in, my family recommended that I become a teacher, and I love what I do as a result. I love interacting with the kids. They bring me a lot of joy. The Great Divorce by C.S. Lewis. It's a book about an individual who makes a trip to heaven, has interactions with the people who are in heaven and the people who just arrived there, and we find out why some people have no desire to end up in heaven. You have to put the work in. Nothing is given to you for free.
Well, that's all for our first episode of the year.
Have a great day and stay tuned for KDET-TV.